It's time to go inside innovation, brought to you by Allegiant, pioneering safety. Well, Fort Wayne-based Do It Best is the second largest cooperative in the home improvement hardware industry in the United States and is leveraging innovative technology and key partnerships to meet hugely increasing demand head on. During the first 2 weeks of May, as an example, Do It Best warehouse sales more than doubled in some locations. I'm pleased to welcome to the show now Vice President of Logistics Tim Miller, who will explain how a logistics platform helped Do It Best accommodate the surge. It was something in place before the pandemic. Tim, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Gary. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Do It Best is one of the largest private sector employer in the state of Indiana. As I mentioned, the second largest hardware co-op in the country, largest privately owned co-op as well. Headquartered in Fort Wayne, you have been impacted, many in a negative way. You've been impacted in a big way in terms of a surge of sales through the pandemic. Kind of walk us through that, Tim, and what demand has been like.
Sure has. Thank you, Gary. The home improvement industry has seen a historic surge in demand since the onset of COVID. During the quarantine, every day has been a Saturday, and Saturdays are big days in hardware and home improvement for our retailers. Yeah. We've experienced double-digit sales increases March and April, and those are typically strong months for us. Our May sales for brick and mortar were up 50%. Our online e-commerce fulfillment was up over 150%. And that just is continuing all the way through June.
Tim, talk about the type of demand and the pressure that puts on the supply chain system.
Sure. The increase in sales have been in paint, lawn and garden, outdoor living, general hardware. They've all experienced record sales. And then you layer on top of that just the increase in COVID-related products like sanitizers, disinfectants, gloves, masks. Sales in some of those categories, for example, our hand sanitizer sales, we've sold more than a 40-year supply in just the last couple of months. Isopropyl alcohol is up over 500%. We've sold infrared thermometers, hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's a category that we've never even stocked until very recently. So just trying to keep up with that demand has been a challenge. We've added routes all over the United States. In May alone, we've added over 800 additional routes to our 3,800 stores across the United States. And I just couldn't be more proud of the team and how they've been responding. We'll
talk about how you handled this from a strategic standpoint and a business continuation standpoint. The Wall Street Journal, among others, have taken note of the plans you had in place. This is before the pandemic, but utilizing innovation, technology, and partnerships to make things happen.
Yeah, well, thank you. And we've had a long history of success. This is our 75th anniversary, and that success isn't just during the normal times. It's when we have these all hands on deck moments, and this has certainly been one of those. One of the very first things we did back in early March, when this all starting to play out, was we initiated our business continuity plan. We assemble that team a couple times a year, but it's usually in response to a localized disaster. Like a blizzard or a hurricane, something along those lines. And our key objective has always been to continue to provide our store owners with an uninterrupted supply of merchandise. So we immediately sprang into action, worked on our supply chain. We placed very large orders of speculative goods ahead of many of our competitors. We locked in alternative supplies, suppliers and vendors, and then we worked with our store owners to identify what they thought they would need in the weeks and months ahead. So just been a tremendous team effort across the entire network.
Tim Miller is the Vice President of Logistics at Do It Best, based in Fort Wayne. I should mention, too, Do It Best will be an anchor tenant of that dramatic electric works project that is unfolding in downtown Fort Wayne. So, again, another contribution Do It Best making to Fort Wayne and Northeast Indiana. Tim, thanks for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Absolutely. Thank you, Gary.
All right.